He spots him. And now we need the cavalry.
It's galloping. And it's almost over there. It's actually a very fast push out through towards Banana. Solb is good for the first kill, and this is going to be a very tricky position for the remaining players in Male. Male is going to be locked in and behind. Lumi's the one to get to. Male still actually manages to fight back and maintain position inside Toilet, so Lumi gets a chance to finish up his quad. Very nicely done. That is ready for Metizport. You're going to see a double nade coming out towards Wood. They love to go for this in the late round, but no, they want to stay secretive. Flash's sail. Nade isn't doing too much. Secondary flash will be unable to blind Invisible, but the trade is good. Male, however, cannot get more than one. Confused will finally go down, and then it's 3 versus 3. That Heaven Smoke is still proving to be enemy number 1. The second smoke is now down. The post-spawn utility looking good for Metizport, and Male is trying to move in. He finds a play inside the smoke. This is a man who knows what he's kissing. He did not like it. Deep nade, Uramiata, or Uramiata is taken down.
Yeah, say it like you're a Miata.
I'm not a Miata. I'm actually a man. What the hell, Alan?
Sorry.
Well,
I will remember that position name. It will come to me.
Really going to have to show off some of those skills that you were mentioning for Uramiata. He's obviously had a dry spell so far. 0 and 4, death in every round, a kill in none of them, and he's hoping his fortunes can turn. Temple start with a long range out towards Monte. Male's already found Solb, and that is a kill that they could not afford to lose. Already the CTs on the back foot, majorly so, but they are they trying to boost up behind? And find a kill, okay. T's give up all the information in the world and are caught off guard because of it.
They spread out, these T players. What do they go for next? The boost here sees a leg. And Legion picks off that, so who wants to punch? Lumi with a late trade. And in the meanwhile, Plopsky, knowing there's so much happening elsewhere on this map, is making his move. Surprised Lumi went for that, because Plopsky's gonna get so much room.
It might be too late for Plopsky to activate at this point, because you're going to see this push forward coming into short. Timing could not be worse for Jaquinho to go for that jump up. The bomb is on the ground, and Plopsky is not going to find anything this round. It might well be a save. They are expecting him to come back in through heaven at this point, and convoluted way to save.
Thinks of nading.
He would have killed Invisible. Has to be careful. Plopsky might have actually just barely spotted him. Plopsky finds the kill. There you go. Confirmation on the spot has been given. Plopsky now just has to stay alive, and he is certainly not going to be able to do that with the way Dijon is pursuing the Terminator in hot pursuit. But if Plopsky rounds this corner, he's turning back and he's worried now. Dijon is going to die.
I can't believe that.
I don't think he can either. This could still work over here if Confused can pull up with a big double kill. Invisible finds one as well. As much as Plopsky may have done, it's all up to Solb. The AWP is not the weapon for the job. Lumi out in the open has just lost this round there and then, but Solb is going to die. Plopsky says, if we can't plant the bomb, I can plant my boot in their face. The Molotov, I don't know if it was intentionally changed up, but Uramiata right now is not going to pull the trigger on the timing. It is Plopsky to find even more space, and not just space, it's a kill. Dijon keeps on coming up short in this 1v1. It's like the 2022 shortage of France, but Uramiata and Confused able to find a kill apiece, and Sparta do at the very least trade back. Invisible and Confused are peeking into players who are prepared for them. Confused, however, once again able to get the 2-for-1. This duo has been good at that. Lumi alone,
nobody's facing him anymore. Don't think he has time to go the long way around to A anymore, so This is impossible. Canvas takes contact. Teammate and connects can play off him. That is a done deal. SPARTA.
Nade stack for Soul. Could be big. Double nade is good. It'll do some fantastic damage, but what if we needed a 3, maybe even 4 to really finish him off? The flash not good enough. Confuse is still able to get the kill, but they still come out 2 for 1. Dijon, what? Soul gets 2 over there. He's the one rotating in. Lumi's gonna clutch one more time. The smoke is down, but your Miata has got an incendiary, so you have to plant inside the smoke. Lumi's afraid, and rightfully so. I mean,
I have a vague recollection that it's said on Clarkson's farm.
Your Miata's gone. That looked like it should have been a sitter, but Mill's done with this. 12 and 5, now 12 and 6. He's done with this in both ways. Still an important kill for the T side to be able to have control in the late round out towards long, if that's an avenue of attack that they want to have. A nade to pop open the doors. Invisible is looking for deals, not finding them. Dijon is gone. Plopski, very often been the main man for this team when it comes to finding and fighting for map control around tree and toilets. Now he goes to A. They don't have the call for Solb. Solb could have a timing they don't expect.
Certainly could.
Probably will.
Nobody's respecting it.
Going for the shorter pathway. It's better to deny plants with, but Lumi's maybe even thinking about checking back. Chiquinho could have taken him down. Lumi has to get the skill. No one else over here accessible to that fight, and Solb, wide swinging, will take his head clean off. Late rotation from Confuse will be added to it as well. Isaac has to go for a suboptimal plant, and Plopski's given 1 for free. Last 2 players coming in from the toilet, they should have an idea of this. Incendiary goes deep. Plopski to be displaced, but not before he gets yet another kill. He has been a man unleashed. 3 kills so far, and Soul with 32 HP should not win this round. Plopski ensures that he will not win this round.
He solo won the round because he got the A kills as well. I think Yurmiata's dead. He's never going to expect someone to be front toilets.
Oh, God. How? He gets a kill. That's impressive. It really is. But the problem is, impressive might not be enough. Molotov behind Soul. Confused is the one to actually defend him. Soul goes through the smoke. You can do it. Watch me. 3 versus 2. And Mail is going to be given a chance to fight. Soul, who's gone back through the smoke. Invisible. He knows we're confused. He knows we're confused. Mail should not be losing this one. But sanity has not prevailed so far, and I have no reason to believe that it will. Mail goes up to Optimus. Confuse goes around Dice. Confuse is gone. Mail will bring it back.
Huge.
Oh, Dijon. Isaac down, continuing in hot pursuit, is going to be able to get the trade. It is still a possibility for Invisible to be able to activate. Invisible and Confuse. No flashes on the other side. Confuse good for 1, but unfortunately that flash comes just a little bit too late. Uramiata.
No way.
What? 2 kills for the 5-7 there. Lumi's back in a 1vx as he has been so many times. He's not been able to play most of them, but right now the time actually be helping him. The low amount of time that his Solb is looking away, but not for long. Your Miata has driven all over them. There is no reason for them to move. It's all about how fast Mail can actually activate. And Mail is going to be taking his time.
Wow.
Lumi and Plopski, however, are lethal. Lumi, the master of pistol rounds. 2 quick kills over here, and the bomb is on the ground. Mail can cover it off from being recovered. No, he can't. Dijon. What the hell is going on here?
I can't.
Dude,
I'm so sad we weren't on board for that.
with pistols.
Because he just absolutely assassinated both of them. There were 2 of them. Double a bomb down in front of default, and they have 2 players flanking. That's this game over. Yeah, here we are. Metizport, it's them force buying, them getting aggressive here in connector, and look at that. That is how you respond. This HP has made them so passive, and I think it could spell the demise.
Thing is, Molotov from Plopsky, if he knows the molly just to... they've already used it. Dijon as he goes out forward. Plopsky's got another kill somehow with that HP. He's still swinging like he's got life in him. Confused is hunting. But Optimus is where Mail is, and Mail gets 3 as well. I don't understand. I do not understand, Alan. I will repeat, there is no way.
Unbelievable. And despite losing Piston in a painful fashion, they're in an excellent spot now. If they can just convert this round, they are really close to winning this map.
Push forward. Mail's only good for the 1. Plopsky will be late to the rotate. Needs Jaquino to be able to step up, a name that we've not had to say too many times over. Incendiary is well timed, and Jaquino's playing well around it. Flash follow-up makes it even better, and Jaquino keeps it under lock and key. Wow. Great collections with the MP9s, I have to say. It's like the weapon is still pretty good, and people shouldn't buy UMPs.
Metizport realized that Heaven's open. Nobody's open to it. Okay, there's the Q. Peek out. So got a little bit scary, but Jaquino, an absolute hero on that SMG. Does his job, holds firm, even though he was alone on that site for a long period of time. You simply cannot die as the solo player for nothing.
It's true.
Metizport's missed their smoke for Monster. That is not helpful.
It happened once on the other side as well. So, you know, what goes around comes around. And Mail right now is coming around to the fact that he is dead. Trade is good. Jaquino able to take advantage of that headshot. But unfortunately, the re-aggression from Metizport is meeting more resistance than they thought it would. Sob on the other side with that ball is going to have to be careful. If he loses his duel, even if he's holding for it, this becomes troublesome. It's a 2 versus 1 after his death. And Metizport have found the perfect concoction of aggression and fear. Jaquino with 3 kills is going to be a hero yet again.
I can't believe it. That was like a knife through butter. It worked. It was too well. Considering they pushed into the bulk of the players. And this is disaster for Sparta. Dijon, I guess he's thinking about saving. This is over.
Yeah, what else can he do?
Presumably their money's not going to be great.
It's... Smoke is down. Confused will be stopped by it. Isaac is hoping that he is going to be forced back so that he can try and fight into it. Mail instead just fight through. Invisible put down, and that bomb, while it looks to re-navigate away, might find the perfect timing. Lumi is elsewhere on the map. He has moved back over, and even Plopsky's recession is going to be really good timing for the T's as they're going back out towards toilet. Confused and Isaac trade 1 for 1, so rotation back over towards the A-bombs. That can be timely should Metizport call it here and now, but with Lumi and Plopsky still on the case, they don't really want to. Lumi's covering out. There will be 2 players making their way over towards him soon. It is noise made, but Yorimiata only playing distraction. Lumi realizes it might be a push through the smoke, and he has read that perfectly.
This one's over. Much more stable around here from Metizport. They've been very sketchy, the ones they have won in the recent rounds, but this one looks very good. And Sparta's money's a disaster. There goes Solb. What can they even muster here? Galils.
And it's Invisible will be Running forward, Plopsky getting the kill does certainly help massively. Good flashbang as well, just in case there was going to be any sort of aggression forward into short. Mail can try and back off to safety. His retreat will be safeguarded by the two players who have rotated back over as well. Isaac nearby. Jaquinho is dead, but Mail collects on two. Magnificent spray down. And when Metizport have had some struggles, this is not going to be one of them. It's now 13. They win their map pick. Nuke awaits as Sparta will have to fight back on their own. In the round. 1:55 sounds like a lot, but it really isn't. There's only 30 seconds left now, and as the T's are going back over to the upper bomb site, Melo9 will be able to rotate in time, but not in time to get his wits in order. Confused takes him apart. Isaac gets a clean shot or two, but it still feels like the CTs will have to funnel in through main if they want to have a chance to try and retake this, and Isaac dying will minimize that chance. Lumi. Draw Smiths, and with all of those flashes that they hadn't used quite so far, they now feel pretty dead set on finishing this round off. Nice start to things, honestly speaking. I mean, finding that timing where Melo9 is coming back up the vents, that's great. Oh, that's a lot of smokes for one position.
We're about to pop in, huh?
That's one way to make sure the double smoke doesn't really matter. It's Isaac to find himself the first kill. Melo9 is in a good position, even if Isaac does get traded. Melo9 should get a multi. Plopsky back in, and he has put them back out of their misery. 3 versus 1. And Confuse, as much time and utility as he might have, it is going to be limited chances to make any of it work for him.
Definitely an argument here of just playing for the plant. Lumi is holding this cross. Gets his man. Yeah, so Sparta just popped A. I'm pretty sure the only piece of util they threw was one flashbang.
Those felt like easily addressable problems. So we could theoretically see the best of Metizport over here, but also we could see Sparta cause him to have some of that same issue should it get tight. Lumi doesn't want it getting tight though. Jaquinho right now is the one who's forced off of his angle while Lumi is collecting on frags. Isaac worried, rightfully so. Watching and waiting. Feet now spotted. Kill delivered.
Doesn't need to peek again. Can just bide his time. With this sort of advantage, Metizport could even give one of the sites and just play retake. Long range for Plopsky. Rightfully so. Doesn't want to take too much of a fight. He's a bit scared of getting pinched here. Isaac needs to stay alive at all costs. That is not at all costs. And Isaac is felled. And it probably dooms Plopsky, to be honest. Plopsky can't move. Two teammates coming up secret in the meanwhile.
Yeah, but Soul is not going to be expecting Plopsky here at all. Plopsky still gets the kill. And the T's are fighting their way back into even numbers, but not even positions. Plopsky can even just make sure, as long as he has access point out towards events and can dive down, this is still going to be a contestable round for the CTs. That smoke,
yeah, that
helps them way more than it hinders them. Euromiata will be punching his monitor right now if he's got any device-esque tendencies. Confused is hoping to continue this hot streak of form that he has. 8-4 right now. An extension that he is requesting, but Plopsky outside feels confident, peeks behind the flash, rather before the flash, and that is a critical error. Commitment is going to be going back over to the A site. Isaac drops down out of heaven to get the kill. The Molotov will in fact be interrupting any accompaniment to come in from Confuse. And the two players playing back site are going to be incredibly unexpected. There's 20 seconds. Soul able to have a player reveal himself. The vents look incredibly appetizing, but Melo9 before gets the one kill. That's 4 from Deja. I don't think we got to see very many of those frags, but Very important.
And what do we got here? Plopsky aggressive. Has his AWP in garage. Plopsky surely gets a fight any minute now. Rest in peace.
Well, that's a critical shot, miss. Oh my goodness, Lumi really felt like he had that one. Invisible comes out and pays back kindness with cruelty thricefold.
The rounds where Metizport do play more standard, they're wrapping outside a lot of the time as Sparta. And what is this? Straight in ramp, just full contact through the nadage. Jaquinho traded. Granted, Euromiata's low, but still, this will force the CTs to make some tough decisions about where these players are allocated. Lumi, surely called upon soon. No. Brakes are pumped. T's are going back.
Oh, the timing for Dijon could not have been worse. A look away. Plopsky is able to get the better off him, and now Lumi feels like he's comfortable to push through. This is a mistake. This is absolutely an error of judgment.
Why do you feel like he needed to?
It's because they don't have information elsewhere, and they're not
They're
comfortable with
4v3,
sitting.
Man, and they know it was heavy round.
This is the thing about Metizport. They just feel uncomfortable in places where they haven't had absolute confirmation, and they lose a lot of rounds like it. Fortunately, they're able to recover this one, though. Otherwise, you would have seen at least 3 smokes or something like that, I would imagine. But yeah. Still, Jaquinho. All of those lack of smokes doesn't mean he's got backup over here. He is the lone defender. And he's done his job, man. That's all you needed.
Certainly has. Lumi connects. Praying for an overfacing CT, but it definitely shouldn't happen in this position.
Not with 20 seconds left on the clock. It really shouldn't. Plopsky and Jaquinho on the lower bomb side. What a shot from Plopsky. Opens up the door, opens up the skull. And with the bomb on the ground, Euromiata kill will not matter. He only wants to stay alive. A boon that might well be granted should Isaac fail on his quest. The hunt is on.
Yeah. Tell his teammates, it is not outside. Stay inner. Stay with numbers.
Euromiata is just hoping to be able to find a kill onto the CT bench player. Isaac's got one. Malo 9. What a whiff over there. That is critical. They still have one up top. Isaac's position earlier on was revealed, though. Jaquinho's got a very doable 1 versus 2 as far as the HP is concerned, but at the end of the day, you're still numbers disadvantage. Dijon is exploring out here. Dijon more like Dora. And he didn't have a map to help him out. Euromiata. The position's good, especially with Jaquinho making this kind of noise. With the door being closed, Euromiata can focus down. The shot being missed, and he gets double-minded about the Molotov Metizport. Jaquinho just gets given that one.
I was going to say.
Probably got scrims after this one, but Sparta do not want to go into those scrims with their head held low. Faster play, Invisible intercepts it. Invisible, however, traded. 1 for 1 and you drop down vents. That looks as good as anything to me. Oh my god, Milo 9. Plopsky and him really combined with that 1-2 punch in more ways than one. Isaac's found a kill elsewhere. It's 4 versus 2, and the CTs felt like they'd have a fairer shot of things. Euromiata can now get onto the bomb and defuse it. The lack of the kid is really going to haunt them here is the only issue. And Isaac, who's still hunting for that one player, is going to be caught off guard completely. Jaquinho's making his way into the bomb site without many bullets. Euromiata has absolutely saved them this round.
What a mess of an afterplan for Metizport.
He's feeling confident. Dijon will get 2 over there somehow, and the Eagle takes its sweet time to find the trade. Invisible in behind main. Okay, it's cool. Jaquinho's just better than him. That's the conclusion. And Jaquinho almost finds Euromiata as well. 4 HP. He's lucky to be alive.
So we need to get this bomb. Does Lumi know there's a player in C? Because he's so committed to this fight when he knows Miata is low. Huge kill.
That's a great
round
kill.
changing.
Miata now has to be on the move. Confused doesn't have the weapon for this one. And Lumi, look, man, that flashbang could actually do a lot. They are instead trying to operate slowly. Isaac picked up the bomb. Lumi will be taken down. So Isaac right back down to the B bomb site. Over he goes. The bomb can be planted. And he's hoping that this time, without teammates here, this can be a slightly easier post plant. Molotov at the ready as well as full head armor. He's got the tools. But can he get the job done?
Miata is so low. And there's no kit. They'll know very soon that Decon is overwhelmingly likely to be the position. And Isaac fights, gets his man, gets out of dodge just. He has a molly, but I'm not sure he can dispatch it. Is there time?
Yes, there is. Plenty. Not a question in my mind. This bomb has been defused. Flash to pop through to see if you can isolate Miata back out towards Hell. He is still going to take the peek. It is many players on the other side. He needs to swing wider. Is about to be given a rude realization that the play has already come up. He's confused, and rightfully so, but he's still made the right play. Mail 09. More like Mail 09.
Popsy's gun looking. Miata commits to an incredibly passive angle in CT spawn. Not a bad idea. Isaac.
That should be the round.
Yep, that feels like it. Miata here. Even in death, he just buys so much time. 30 seconds to go. A is the only option, and Canvas make sure this is off limits. Double headshot.
Beautiful.
9-6 at a minimum.
I hate the save. I really do hate the save so much.
Still, this level of weaponry disadvantage is hard to imagine an easy way to anywhere on this map.
It has to be a faster play, surely. And maybe the attempt is there, but the attempt is immediately thwarted. Invisible gets aggressive himself into the back of HUT.
Ram's actually open right now. Oh no, sorry, it's the minimap playing tricks. Miata is ramp, he's not outside.
Yes. And Lumi finds that out as well. 5 versus 2, Sparta are on the verge of dashing any hopes Metizport had to be able to win out on their enemy's map pick, but Jorginho has somehow found 3 kills. I am just as confused as you are.
I don't understand. How can that happen so fast? This is series changing. If Metizport can convert this round, they were in such a tough position here, but this would hugely swing the economy. Plopsky, silence is invisible. Should be able to get out of dodge. This molly shouldn't silence him. Jorginho holds it off angle, and Plopsky gets the trade. Metizport, despite a very low investment, win the round. Double secret for the CT side. And Plopsky collects the first. Seems fairly well poised. Lumi catches Miata looking for fights. Plopsky will be very alerted now. There could be a second player.
Gun is out of range for Canfus of hair as well, so it will have to be a difficult fight. Invisible still ready to try and be the surprise, but no surprises for the once upon a time ninja, now turn Metizportee.
This is really good now for Metizport. Their money is destroyed on Sparta. They'll do well, honestly, to try and save these guns.
It'll be difficult.
Hanging around. Think's better at fighting MP9 at that sort of range.
It would still like to safeguard the M4, realistically speaking, so Soul realizes that and also backs off. Invisible's not thinking about the save, and he might be able to get a kill onto Isaac as well. This is suddenly round back on. Malo 9 has to find the frag. Thank the heavens that he does.
That is for sure.
Yeah. should realistically be looking at 9-9, but so one of my favorite updates for Counter-Strike ever has got to be the ragdoll physics being slightly tweaked to make it.
I'm not sure they can cross with all these players before these smokes are gone.
It'll be very tough. You have to make it really worthwhile. Oh, Lumi misses his chance. Not an easy chance, I will give you that, but still 2 players down below on the B bomb site will be even more difficult. 3 now here. It's Mail for the kill number 1. Is he expecting everyone to be here, though, is the question. The crossfire to even get into the bomb site, it is going to be impossible to win this round over here unless there's a missed shot coming out from Yorimiata, something off the lines. Solves repositioning. And the CTs are prepared. Like, there's 15 seconds. You have to hit a very well safeguarded site. Yorimiata goes down. Solve as well will fall. Confuse on the spray transfer is the one to deliver. 5 seconds and Isaac only could hunt for kills. Kills that could not be found. Confuse saves the day yet again. Yorimiata is just getting so in your face. He's going to be looking to maybe even allow Invisible to push through the squeaky door, but he brings off that shot. Invisible is good for 1. Yorimiata flashed off, but there's still a player up above. Soul can deal with it quickly. It's a great setup on the upper bomb site to receive what was always going to be a shoddy buy. Metizport, I mean, they can kiss goodbye to having a 2-0 over here with the way things are going.
Sparta didn't buy for a second that anybody could be down secret. They saw the smokes. They thought, no chance. They were totally committed to holding A with numbers. Squeaky push in the meanwhile as well. It's a nice kill from Lumi, but it shouldn't make a difference to this round. The bomb is... Where is the bomb? Is the bomb dropped down the vent? No chance. Yeah, Sparta's almost certainly won this map now. Metizport might even... They might even force buy after this. Maybe they'll save. Either way, Sparta will be in an excellent position.
I appreciate the fake audio, I suppose. They are going to force buy.
Counter-terrorists win.
I wouldn't be so sure, you know. Alico.
Putting too much stock into the buy that they have as well, which makes it even worse. Utility after the first wave has been deployed already looks like it's just not there. Dijon's position could not get better. The grenade to assist as well. The trade, sure. 1 for 1, but he spots out 3 players behind that, and you can see the responses to start pushing in from ramp. Invisible's found Isaac. Numbers are falling apart. Yorimiata to have a chance to reface if he wants to look out for Lumi, but...
Engineer a scenario where this works out. They've just revealed that it's definitely lower as well. This is basically unwinnable. You've also mollied off your only way up to A. These 2 guys shouldn't be moving. Canvas can now just commit backside. He's got a rotation coming in from Secret. Does his job. Actually, this Yorimiata finds the kill. And Melo 9 got to recover this bomb, plant, navigate a Molotov, and 2 players in 12 seconds. Not possible.
It's just not happening.
Oh my lord.
Melon.
We're going the distance. Third and final map of this series. Last map of the group stage. Winner to playoffs, loser goes home. It's been a marathon day. And Mirage to cap us off. Some carnage here on B. Trades even now slipping the way of that CT side. 2 versus 1 now. Isaac can't even get out of apartments. And that round, very short. Hopefully they all follow suit. First kill here is massive. Molly goes back default. Balcony Blake can still fight. Canfuzz here gets traded. So site largely claimed. Mail is obviously very low. And Invisible's going to come through the smoke. Oh my.
Invincible gets one. Mail comes in from behind. Job. Oh no, Mail's not actually the one to get the kill. It doesn't really matter all that much, but Isaac, with the information, is able to find the frag. Mail still caught inside the smoke. Will finally go down. CT still with that kit on Soul that is still ready and waiting. Sparta to find round number 3.
Very hectic after plant.
Counter-terrorists win.
And Metizport are in a good position to collapse onto this B short player. Invisible still gets one and he's done well for himself, but Lumi's gone and found 2. Second kill's pretty, it really is, but Dijon on the fast rotation is trying to line up too many shots. It's Plopski
Bomb.
to fight back, and Sparta have bitten off more than they can chew, but you're right, Euromiata could still try and make this worthwhile. That's another frag for Lumi. He's the one who's gotten them this round pretty much single-handedly.
Limits of actual physical limits of what you can manufacture and this sort of thing.
Yeah. Yeah, Confused still feels like he can continue to jiggle this one out forever. Shadow spotted, incendiary deployed, and now Euromiata will focus down in towards short. The flashbang is dodged, in fact, by him, and as well, Mail is looking to move forward. It is Confused to be taken down. Still, scaling out of the site is going to be permitted through the Molotov. Euromiata has pushed it. Flash is good. Bomb can be planted, but Invisible coming in from short finds Lumi jumping up and down. Only one that he finds. Euromiata is the one who now spurs his retake on. Mail 9 will drop down, play in from middle. Op to cover. Sorb to defuse. Head spotted. Scalp removed. Well, this time the kills in middle go the way of Plopski. Isaac finding another one, and as they start to push forward, CTs will be relying on Confused to be able to put up some more shenanigans. Isaac has realized a threat, but he doesn't realize it's more than just the one. They've got the bomb, they've got control.
The teammate holding his palace swing.
I mean, Plopski is eventually just going to be taken down by the CT players, and that's what it feels like. Jaquino takes a lot of damage. Lumi is the first one to fall, and Confused has been given space back into Palace. This round should be over. 10 seconds basically on the clock. Bomb starts to make its way through. Jaquino cannot trace out Solb either. Solb will get the better of him, and Confused, who's committing in to try and deny the bomb, is unable to do so. Plopski a chance in hell, but he might as well be a snowball melting away. Glock of his hand, the grenade to finish off. Soul will be able to dodge the nade, but he can't dodge the bullets. Reload as Plopski continues fighting. Confused still out in the open, is trying to get the better of him. He's been able to stay alive for so long, and he'll live for just a while longer. Kit recovered, round recovered. Metizport, how many rounds are we going to see them in an advantage which they end up losing? Be it Nuke, be it Mirage, this is not a good sign. Well, Jaquino at the very least is able to start off strong. Dijon has taken up a position that Confused has largely been occupying. It's still a position that should be expected. The T-side's got about another 8 seconds or so to try and go in that nade to open up the smoke, and Confused being taken down. Dijon next to fall. Good stuff from Metizport, as they will be able to take over that A-bomb site.
Got that site taking barely any damage, like 50 or something between the lot. Well, this is Counter-Strike. People often look a little bit too much at the round score. Economy is where this game is really played, and it's just being destroyed. Economic damage here matters here. Metizport's money is starting to blossom pretty good. But I need to get something done with these saves. Try to get aggressive and bring Euromiata here into play.
The one smoke they have, however, actually the few smokes they have, however, are going out towards a right side wall. So Euromiata needs to hit these shots. Plopski legged up. Dijon, all the more reason to believe that he can get something down over here. 38 seconds on the clock. The flank is almost activated. Confused coming in from behind. A cheat grenade goes deep, and Plopski, while he's waiting for it, Dijon's taken one away. They're never going to be checking up for their back, and that's where Confused comes in for 2. Might be a game of economy, but it is more than anything else a game.
Slow crawl here through mid. Very contact heavy, and if they don't swap out of that into more util, this orb on short is going to get some opportunities. Euro connects, falls back. Deep line. Dijon in the meanwhile gets another, and this is not looking good.
It shouldn't be a possibility anymore with the way Dijon is positioned. He's found kill number 2. Solb yet to reveal. Head spotted, but Mail fights back twice over. If only he had the bomb or any of his teammates were alive, this would still be a round that was containing possibilities. Instead, Dijon, who has been very much the opener and the closer of this case, is going to put it away.
I just don't think there's the time for Mail to spend moments looking around. He needed to get to this bomb instantly. And the way these two CTs can play off each other should make this impossible. Dijon gets the spot. Sees his teammates peek from window. There you go. Perfect 1-2 punch. And what has been a very flat map for Metizport just continues.
You'll have to see that early aggression just to make sure there's no one coming up from middle, but has to be careful if it's going to be a fast play from Metizport out towards A. That could still catch them off guard. Legs and body spotted and eliminated. Confused. Back at the A bomb site is staying alive, but not for long enough for the flashes to actually activate. Peeks out a bit too early, and with that, the T's have bomb control on the site. Dijon trying to disrupt, but it's Invisible, who's a real disruptor. No, he's not. Mail actually catches him out. Keeps the game and the round intact, and that second kill, rather third for the round, is going to be what gives Sparta round number 8.
Yeah, it's all well and good, but that round really felt on for a few seconds.
8 on the board, fighting for 9. Yura not in the most effective position we've seen him so far, but with the B-bomb site defended by Solb, it is still a good spot to be. Yura Miata picks up another kill, and he's making me regret everything I just said about his position. Who's watching out for Joaquinio? He's so incredibly well prepared. Yeah.
Sparta, on the other hand, they might be energized. They might be thinking we're minutes from closing this out.
That manic energy you get before the crash. Is there going to be enough? Dijon, my goodness, he is a fish in water. And not one of those small ones. We're not talking about a guppy or a goldfish. We're looking at a whole beluga whale.
What is the biggest fish? Is it a shark?
It should be the great white, realistically. The whale shark, which sounds like it's cheating.
Yeah, that's just cheating. That's just fancy dress.
The basking shark and whale shark are the largest fish. This is a good position for the CTs to be in, though realistically Metizport are in solid 2-step for this A main push that's going to be coming over, but they're going to be missing the timing. Cantu, speaking of timing, will be missing his own. Joaquinio somehow got 2. That is unreal.
They've also missed the window smoke, so they're not scared of mid at all. Other CT side, do they clear Lumi? No. Decent trade, but another dink found in the meanwhile. Dijon here has got to find an instant kill on somebody to make this doable. He rounds himself onto the site, but rightfully so, Metizport not presenting any easy duels.
Bombs can be planted over here. Molotov is late, but at least it guarantees the 1v3. Dijon spotted and eliminated very swiftly. Metizport find bare minimum.
That looked really scary on the ramp push.
We've got Plopsky and Isaac in a fantastic position. Bait setup will be sussed out. Molotov to force Plopsky backwards. Invisible moves in from short. He's found the first kill, but Lumi responds. And now Dijon's trying to activate. The bomb's on the ground, though. There's very few ways of being able to get it back. Lumi put away. Detron still hunting for those rotations. Will not be able to find them. Invisible is doing it all on his own. Mail is low from earlier on, but that bomb is too far off. You cannot collect it. Metizport. Once again, we're going to have to thank Plopsky. He's only had the best map so far. But that was an attempt to isolate Plopsky. Could be fruitful. Aid from Mail 09 is not terrible, but you do lose out your player for it. I mean, they are at least nading it. Kenny won't be able to stop the plant from going down, and in the meanwhile, let's not forget Invisible is still in a great position to be able to keep an eye out for jungle rotates, so they're going to know everyone's coming in through CT and main. Solb is waiting for Jaquinho to go give the swing. Jaquinho wants to combine his positions from the CT players, but Solb is going to just take him down and stay hidden away. Metizport the round is done. They have to save. There's no chances here whatsoever.
Huns could be on soon. Pistol armor, I think you might as well. This shot, they're all stuck in CT.
Intender is good. Mills getting that kill does mean that they should all be able to save. Man, I can't believe Lumi rotates away back towards that B bomb site. And that will mean information will be hard to come by. Mail will have to make a decision. Do you push him through the smoke and try and fight for more? While the Molotov and the grenade in front of you are maybe dissuading, but Solb still trades. That's a good kill for him to find in the fire phasing that he's trying to go for, but Chiquinho is left alone. Monte at his feet, and he is extinguished it, but staying alive will be incredibly difficult. Chiquinho flashes to try and help, but Invisible's dodged him, and now he just fights back. Lumi trades 3 versus 3. Plopsky, great kill to find as the bomb will be dropped in the middle of Sandwich as well. Yura will be found by I6 rotation back to CT, and Metizport are still going to be in it for at least a little while longer. Deep nade onto Lumi. But Solb can't really descend in time. He had to take the fight. Isaac ready and waiting. It's very well positioned for Metizport to receive it, as long as Mail stays. But Dijon's doing a good job of convincing them. Otherwise, that's a juicy nade. They've been squeezed, and my goodness, the syrup looks good. Isaac still only good for the kill, but Plopsky is hoping for a multi-invisible. What a shot, head clean off, and maybe that's the call with the flashbang being missed. Lumi at least can cut off the rotate from Dijon, who's hoping to do the same as them. Bomb not planted, Mails through the smoke, and Invisible is doing it all. So low on the T side, but Jaquinho's the only one who can take advantage of that health. The bomb not planted. They are expecting a man to be coming in from short. The smoke to try and give Invisible some more space, but Lumi's able to find him pushing in. Look at Yura Miata. He's gone into the smoke. Jaquinho's got no idea where he is. He's worried. He certainly is. But the timing's not worked for him. And there's an AWP on the other side. At least that's what he thought. But Lumi's just taken down. They take the duel. They take the playoff. Sparta will end Metizport and their misery.
Of course, it's Yura Miata at the end. An impossible 1v2 with no HP.